It's your boy Mike, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. So in the previous video, we talked about how the star collection system needs to change because of the fact that if you were already past tier 31 after the season 2 update, you're basically locked out of getting season 1 characters. Because not only are free-to-play players, but pay-to-play players are not even able to get to tier 109. As I am a person who plays for characters, and I am still only at tier 96 at the time of me recording that video, right? And I wanted to go ahead and discuss some of the comments that we saw and give not only just more discussion on this topic, but I actually wanted to talk about something too. So in the previous video, I actually got a couple comments talking about that they didn't know how to submit the game feedback. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that real quick. So right here, we can see that the command submit feedback is basically just how you do it. That being said, you cannot do it in the same channel that you get the command from. For whatever reason. I don't actually know why they did it like this, but you just can't. So I'm just going to go ahead and we'll just go ahead and go to off topic. And if we go ahead and go and do submit game feedback, we just click enter. We can go ahead and put our feedback inside of the stuff. So I went ahead and made this whole message. If you would like to change it, I'm going to go ahead and leave it inside of the pinned comments of the comments. But please, before you go ahead and do that, just do me a favor. We do not want to just continuously spam the submitted game feedback section. So please, if you do not see this feedback within like 10 to 20 messages, do not submit it. We don't want to have it where the people who look at the feedback have to constantly see the same message over and over and over again. And we don't want people who are submitting game feedback to get frustrated because all it is just us spamming. So please, if you see the comment that you want, like I already put, just thumbs up it, because that tells the managers, the community managers and the operations staff that yes, this is something that people want. So we're going to go ahead and do that ourselves though. So like I said, I'm going to go over to the off topic section. We're going to go ahead and click on the submit feedback. We have our message here and let's go ahead and read it out. Please update the star collection system. I believe that 10 levels between characters is too high, and anyone wanting to use the season 1 characters that dropped are not able to, as most of the player base, did I spell that wrong? I'm pretty sure it's like that, has gone past level 31 after the season 2 update. The gap between getting tier 1 characters is also too high, as the jump from between level 31 to 109 in the star collection system is too much. Due to this, it locks out anyone from being able to acquire these returning characters, as only a few have even gotten close to getting to tier 109. Please either adjust the star collection system to give characters out every 5 to 6 levels, or increase the amount of character memory and Zenny that we are able to acquire by a huge amount. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and submit that. And congratulations, our feedback has now been submitted. And like I said, if you already see that comment, please just go ahead and leave a thumbs up on it. And then if you don't see this specific comment or whatever star collecting system update comment that is already there within the first 10 to 20, then you can upload it, right? If you already see it, just give it an upvote. Don't spam it, please. But let's go ahead and hop back into it. Okay, let's start reading some of these comments. I feel like I lost because I started this game too early. Yep. Genuinely, because if you were someone who got past 31, congratulations. You can no longer acquire Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or Toppo, or Vegeta in a couple of, I think it's 1.5 weeks or something like that. You just get screwed out of that, and it's very stupid. Finally, someone talking about the Star Pass. Thanks for understanding the free-to-play players. I used to be a free-to-play player for a lot of gacha games when I first started out. There was Dokkan Battle that I used to be a free-to-play only for. There was Legends that I used to be a free-to-play only for. And while I have not been playing Gekishin Squadra for, I was always someone who used to pay for some of these newer characters. I also understand how it is to be a free-to-play because of that, right? I know how scarce these rewards can be. I know just how bad this system is and how it sucks for someone who isn't able to spend that money, right? And it sucks because if it's like, dude, Vegeta is just so absurdly broken, for example, that if you don't have that like $7-8, you just are at an inherent disadvantage, for example, right? And once he eventually does come to the free to play, it's like no one can get him. No one can get Super Saiyan 3 Goku. No one can get Gotenks. It's dumb. I feel like the higher your star level, you should get more weekly gems. Like when you get to level 100, you get more missions for gems. I was saying it would also be interesting if it was like every 10, you get 10 gems for every 30 levels. I think that would also be a nice change for sure. Having it where people who are continuously playing the game longer and longer are able to get more gems on a consistent basis. But even then, it's not like an absurd amount. Like, you're not going to be able to get like hundreds of gems for weekly missions or anything like that. Like every 30 levels I think is more than a fair amount, and then later on, after like a year or two, it could cap at like 50 gems a week or something. I'm now scared to progress because I'm only 1 star away from getting the Gammas in the new tier, but I don't want to miss out if some newer hero joins that tier. They really punish long-term players for literally progressing in the game. If they give us some sort of compensation or a choice for tier 1 heroes, it would put everyone at ease. But if they don't, it's just a middle finger to day 1 players. Now, that's kind of like the issue now, is that like people who have been playing for a long time are scared of getting characters because it's just going to tier down, right? But at the same time, it's like you're also hurting how much progression you're able to get, because not only does it unlock more hero memory per match after a certain amount of characters you can get, it also locks at how many stuff are able to be acquired in the shop. It locks the progression of the star collection system, because now you're not able to level up as much since you're not upgrading that character more and more. Like, it just hurts everyone. And it's a very frustrating thing. That being said, I think as long as we keep talking about this, and I think we just keep discussing this and how it's a big issue, I do think it will get changed. I mean, they gave Vegeta and Piccolo for free, and then after a couple of days of them giving the what was it, like the developer talk, they told us that they were going to give us memory for Vegeta and Piccolo for people who have already been playing for a long time. So I think this is just an entirely huge oversight that needs to be changed, rather than them being scummy. In my opinion, at least. Get out of my head, Mike. I had this conversation with Mirror yesterday, but I totally agree. As a free-to-play at tier 94, yeah, see, look at that. Tier 94 as a free-to-play player, dude. And it's going to be insanely hard to keep going from that point on. Not having a Season 1 character is literally killing me. I played Season 1 non-stop and no way to prove it. My fix is to give us characters after 5 to 6 levels. That, in my opinion, is the perfect amount of time I'm willing to sink into playing someone like Cell. Which is exactly why we were talking about at the beginning that it should be every 5 to 6 levels. I think that's more than a fair amount. Or they just have to give us like an absurd amount of just like Zenny and character memory. Like, it has to be increased by like 3 times with no fall off. Game rapidly lost players over an issue that's easy to solve, not gonna lie. I think it is very easy to solve for sure. I don't think that it even if they want to be lazy, again, they could just increase character memory and Zenny by 3 times and no one would have an issue, I don't think. There's too many green capsules with nothing in them as filler. They need to let you pick the previous season character that you've passed retroactively. That's why I was saying that, like, it would be pretty cool if in the battle pass it had it where you can get like tier 4, 3, 2, and 1 characters from it. So, or even just like more ways to get characters, right? And then for people who already have those characters, you just get hero memory, you know? Like, having a constant way to get stuff that's just not the star collection system would also just be nice, you know? But no, we have to continuously be limited with how it is, right? I actually felt my joy drop a bit when they threw the first option in 30ish, and then I'm like, okay, I guess that's fair. Newer players need the option, so what's the next tier? And it's 109. I literally felt punished for playing and enjoying the game. No system for it if you were active beforehand or past the level they threw in after the season. when you already can't take back that decision, absolutely insane. I hate the star system thing. Very true. That's again another big complaint, and why I put it inside of the comments, of course. More people talking about the star pass. Let's go. Hopefully the devs address this again. Like, it's why I keep telling you guys, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but at the same time, it has to be talked about. I do not care if my video flops and gets 0 comments. Please take all of that energy that you guys are putting into putting comments here and put it into going into the Discord server and having this changed. Because at the end of the day, if this video gets like 1,000 views and it has like 1 minute of average watch time because everyone clicked off and put the comment on the Discord, I don't care. I would much rather just have it where we can address this issue than the video does good, which is why I'm telling you guys, I don't care if you comment on my video as much as I care if you comment on that. I love if you guys comment on my videos and I love responding to you guys, but make sure to take some of that energy that you're using to comment on my video and comment it on the actual feedback section itself, because that's the only way we're going to be able to get this to change. I can't change anything, unfortunately, as much as I wish I could. And I really doubt the devs are going to look at my video. You know, they might, who knows, but we'll see. I really hope they compensate players that had already bought the Season 1 characters with gems and leveled past 31. I won't hold my breath though. The whole Star Collection system doesn't seem to have been thought out, unfortunately. Well, what you get is character memory. You get like 5,000 character memory, which is a pretty absurd amount for unlocking them. Is it a fair trade? That you can say yes or no. Like, that part is not my place to talk about. I think it's okay because you're paying to play the character early. You're not necessarily paying to just be compensated later, you know? They should just give everyone a free premium character ticket at this point. Exactly, dude. Like, easiest thing to add in the battle pass, man. Honestly, I feel like they made it where you can also get people with Zenny as well and drastically increase Zenny, or make it where you get guaranteed Zenny when you play the special game modes, that it will be much easier to get characters from the multiple avenues. I mean, I was talking about it with Minatos. Not only would it be nice if we could just get like a certain amount of Zenny free per match, but it would also be nice if they gave like an extra amount of Zenny for people who played the extra game modes as well. Like, let's say that every time you play the new game mode 3 times per day, you get like 1,000 Zenny or something like that. I don't think that's an absurd amount. I think that's pretty fair. Or even like 500 Zenny. Something similar to that would be an amazing thing to have happen, right? But I don't know. That's just me. I think like a daily thing that you should be able to do in the game, whether it's the special game mode or the actual just like regular stuff, would be pretty nice. I'm so glad people are actually saying something and not just glazing the game. They have already tried to make changes, and if we keep pressuring them to make further changes, they eventually will. All I want is the game to be good as it can be. Thanks for the video and saying what needs to be said. I mean, I put it also here. I love glazing the game. I will be #1 glazer of all time. But you also have to have it where we also have to have it where like this stuff needs to be talked about, you know? This stuff needs to be changed. I'm a veteran who's been playing the game seriously for seasons, excuse me. And I'm watching season 1. So I'm following season 2 and I'm seeing it as like a mini player game, this free to play thing. I've noticed that I'm being unfairly punished. And this star pass is kind of unfair to me. I'm even afraid to advance so far and to collect a fragment of character you currently play as your main, and to get gems they don't offer you as much for free-to-play players. It's frustrating to me. I'm almost quitting the game because I'm having problems with the game crashing at the beginning of a battle or even at the beginning of the game. And then you're punishing for the game crashing, and the new punishment update that also ends up punishing people who aren't even at fault for the game crashing. These are problems that would be solved by them making the new characters available for free, and as if it were a reward for someone who didn't get a certain character, and that's it. But no, for to delay the new character, which is currently Super Saiyan Vegeta, or Vegeta Super in Season 2, Saiyan 4. They could release skins at an affordable price, yes, but they put a very absurd price tag on them. And in my opinion, as a veteran player, I play on mobile, so yes, there are some non-mobile problems that could easily be solved, but they don't happen very easily. I think the price for skins is actually not, like, the skin prices is genuinely pretty good. But that's from someone who has come from other MOBA games, and other MOBA games will easily charge like $20 for certain skins, or have it where it's like generally above $10. So to have it where instead it's, I think it's like 8ish, maybe 10 to be able to get it, but more often than not it's like 20ish in other games, right? Because I used to come from Smite, so Smite had it where it was like those fucking skins were like $20, man. But I in my opinion, it's more affordable than other games. But I don't know. Like, is it affordable in general? I guess not. But either way, what else was I gonna talk about? Because I kind of got sidetracked from that. Oh yeah, the game crashing. This needs to, like, they need to like figure out what's going on from that. That was another thing you could also do too. There's a thing where you could submit bugs as well. So like the command that we were talking about earlier with the submit feedback, you could do the same thing with just submit or report bug instead. So I would just, like, anytime that you have a crash, talk about what happened on it to see if they can figure out what the hell happened. But yeah, I can't get Bojack unless I pay for him because I can't get tier 4 heroes now above my rank now. Yep. Very, very stupid that they they lowered the amount, but they lowered like what certain heroes are on tiers, but they didn't give more like ways for people to get it for people who already got past tier 4. That being said, I think one thing needs to happen at a time. We can talk about that issue. Like, that's still a big issue, don't get me wrong, but I think the star pass, like locking tier 1 characters, the brand new characters, is like the big thing for me right now. And then once we get that discussed and out of the way, then we could start talking about this as well. Well, either way, I think the whole star collection system, that's why I say saying that it needs to change in general. I actually think that we may have a chance of getting season 1 characters this season once Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta gets in the star collection. Maybe in the purple roster, so maybe Super Saiyan 3 or Topo or Gotenks can be lowered to the other rosters. I just hope they get lowered because I'm a free-to-play player and I haven't even a chance of trying at least one of these characters. Is kind of unfair, and I think I talked about it. Yeah. So this, all it does is kind of put a blanket over that situation, though. Because rather than address what the issue is, it's like, oh, well, now Super Saiyan 3 Goku is put into tier 2, so we should be fine now. Nope, because Gotenks is still locked, Topo is still locked, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is still locked. Okay, well, now Gotenks is in tier 2, and Gohan is now in tier 1. Well, guess what? Gohan is still locked, Vegeta is still locked, Topo is still locked. And the problem will continue to happen over and over and over again. It's the reason why, like I said, the system just needs to change as a whole. Because there is no way that they are genuinely asking us to have 10 tiers for these solutions. Like, it's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I know I don't usually like getting like too upset, but it is really fucking stupid. That being said, I also want to reiterate, do not lash out on the devs. Do not be mean-spirited. Do not be rude. Do not do stuff like that. You are not going to help by being an asshole. We can all agree that it is a frustrating thing to happen, but we can all agree that the devs are doing stuff to help out the game. They've given more hero memory. They've given more Zenny. They've changed the system to add characters 3 times as fast, where Vegeta is going to be free to play in 9 days. Now, is it going to be free to play to anyone? Fuck no. But we can talk about it and hope that that can change. But we can't have that change if we're just assholes to the devs, because then they're not going to want to listen at all. You know what I mean? I was hoping to see good change to this, but instead I have not bought any character and I cannot get those from tiers past. A complete lose-lose situation for someone who tried leveling up the star system. This is to say no season 1 characters for me for who knows how long. It sucks. If I hadn't bought the first season pass, I wouldn't start a new account or never spend a cent. And that's the sad reality, is that like if you want to try the new characters, it is kind of sad, because like it might actually just be easier for you to just start a new account every single time. And that shouldn't be how it is. Because then after that account is done and you got past tier 1, guess what? You're gonna have to make a new account, because the next tier is a 109. You're not getting to tier 109. The fact you have hit unlocked makes me want to watch your videos that much more. We fucking hate hit around here in his playstyle. Fuck hit. Thank you for making this video. It's really important for devs to know that we are not okay with this. Again, keep talking about it. That's why we got to keep talking about it and making sure the devs know. Chrono Trigger soundtrack in the back is goated choice, by the way. We love Chrono Trigger, dude. I love Chrono Trigger. I love Mario and Luigi RPG games, dude. I love the Kirby games. I love every single video game soundtrack. I will include all of the best video music in my videos all the time. I had to wait till level 26 to get Bojack, and now you can get it in the first star unlock. What helps is getting the 5k memory from lower level characters that you already have. The cell would get you 4 to 5 levels. Yeah, I think that they have like a really nice system with the tiers in place, where it's if you already have all of the bottom tier characters, you can go ahead and lock the next tier up and continuously do that, right? Like I talked about it. The only reason why I have Cell right now is because the tier 2 characters I got for free because I already had all of the tier 3 characters, you know? Why don't we get enough gems for a few star ranks or gems through the star ranks to eventually pick whatever new guy you want, and then choose a new guy you eventually get the rank up in 3 seasons. But at least you get to pick your favorite DLC guy, or can see a way to actually earn it outside of the character upgrade system, pushing the newer guys down ranks for the new guys. Yeah, I mean, I've already said it. Like, when people are like, oh, well, the battle pass pays for itself because if you include the weekly gems, no, I don't give a fuck about the weekly gems being added to the battle pass accumulation. You want to know why? Because if someone uses all of those weekly gems to get the battle pass, then what the fuck are they supposed to do with the new characters? They can't get them at all. The weekly gems should be something you build up to get new characters, not something that's gonna go into the battle pass. That's why the battle pass needs to pay for itself. If they're going to drip feed the amount of gems, then they need to give us either a lower cost for that stuff with gems, or have it where they just give us more gems in general. Because fuck, man, that's why I hate the battle pass. Fuck the battle pass. It's so stupid. Mike, even being in the creator program, you speaking out on this, my goat. Yes, I could, like, I put it here. If I get kicked out of the star system, if I get kicked out of the creator program because they're seeing me talk about this issue, then fuck, man. Like, I tried, right? I can't do anything. Well, not that I can't do anything. Even if I get kicked out of the creative program, it's like, fuck. Like, I lose out on those benefits and I get hurt because of that. But at the same time, I don't care. They could kick me out and they could, like, say that I'm not allowed to put all of the stuff in my videos anymore, and that I can't do the sponsored streams or anything like that, because I want to see this game grow. I don't want to have it where I want to be able to make a video where I'm just like, these are the new characters I want to come to Gekishin Squadra. I don't want to have it where it's like, oh, we're back here talking about the star collection system. You know, I want to be positive, and I want to have it where the issues that I have, I could freely express without the need of, like, fear of being kicked out of the program, you know? Agree with you 100. We'll read like 2 more comments and I'm just going to go back up to the top. Actually, I'll read up this one. I agree with you 100%. They were not thinking about free-to-play players at all when they made this. Yep. Or anyone. Like, no one was... We can't even get to tier 109, dude. I can't even get to tier 109. Thanks for this, Mike. I have not seen any Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra creator talk about this yet. It is also... I also, like, implored Minato to talk about it, too. I want other creators to talk about it, too. Because that's, again, another way that we can just get this out more and more. It is also good to learn that not even people who put a decent amount of money into the game can progress far enough. It's also good to learn that not even people who put a decent amount of money into the game can progress far enough to get to rank 109. This just proves that the free-to-play or mostly free-to-play community that are basically pushed and locked out of getting the newest characters if they play the unexpected are already past level 31. I enjoy this game and have listened to feedback, and they have listened to feedback, so I do hope they can rectify this somehow, especially before Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is added to the Star Collection. I bought Gammas for 250 after the buff update. Slap in the face after they went on sale. Bigger slap in the face after they went down a tier, so I got 5,000 points for him. This was fucking crazy when they did that discount. Like, it was a good overall thing, but goddamn, it was yeesh. Best, I just don't upgrade anyone and wait till the next season for everyone to move down a tier. Such a shit system, because what do you mean? Since all the characters shift down a tier, that I missed a chance to get a sell, etc. Yeah, it is so stupid, dude. Let's go ahead and sort by some of the new ones, though. Are we going to forget that if you're free to play and already past tier 31, you can't unlock all of the new characters? You're soft locked with only 2 of them. I mean, that's kind of... We literally just talked about that. Like, that was what the whole video was talking about. My star level was already past 31 when season 1 characters dropped, and I'm at like star level 45, and I believe now I gotta wait till 96 to even taste season 1 characters. You gotta wait till 109, which is why the star collection system sucks. 89, 99, 109, flip it. Because of the decision of the greedy devs, this game will not live long. It's not fair at all for free to play or not, or for pay to play people anymore, like we see with the season 1 heroes. We keep running into this thing of like having people say stuff like that, and I was talking about with Minatos, right? If you say things like, "Oh, the devs are greedy," and you put that in like the submitted game feedback, you're like, "Oh, the devs are greedy. The devs are so greedy." You're just like, "Fuck the devs. Devs, they are so greedy." Like that. Like, that's not gonna help us. I don't think that the devs are greedy. What I think is the issue is that this is a brand new Dragon Ball game going into a lot of new systems that they are not prepared for. The battle pass sucks, and show me a Dragon Ball game that has like a battle pass at all. I think the only one that I could think of was the Breakers, and go see how that is working. There is no other Dragon Ball MOBA game, so of course there's going to be things that needs to be changed. There is no Dragon Ball MOBA game that has it where or Dragon Ball game that you have to slowly acquire characters in a way like this. So of course things are going to be like growing pains. We have to get past the growing pains, is my point. It's the reason why every fucking time... Sorry, I didn't mean to curse their goofies. I'm sorry if I scared you. No, but for real, every single time that they do any nerfs, buffs, fixes, anything like that, what is the thing that they always enter at the bottom? Did they not enter it here, actually? Wow, they actually didn't. This might be the first message that they did not enter it. What about here? No. Let's do, instead of the thing, the developer letter. Right here. If you have any thoughts or feedback, please do not hesitate to share them with us. Your voices help us make the game even better. Every single developer letter will always have that. I don't know if patch notes have that. Okay, they don't do it for patch notes. It's just the developer letters. Every single time though, they always put, thank you for your continued support. If you have any thoughts or feedback, please don't hesitate to share them with us. Your voices help us make the game even better. They want us to tell them what the issues are. And go ahead, call me a shill or anything like that. It doesn't matter. Because I truly believe in this game. And I truly believe in the developers behind this. So I want us to talk about this. Because it's again, we will keep all of our players updated on current situations in the direction of Squadra as much as possible. The team is constantly gathering feedback from your gameplays, broadcasts, and comments, so please don't hesitate to voice your concerns. Every single developer letter, they are begging on their hands and knees for us to talk about what the problems are that we're having. So of course, we need to talk about them. We have to have these frustrating conversations. We have to get through these frustrating things, because it's the only way we can get them to change. If the devs were greedy, they would go, fuck you guys. We're going to be adding paid supporters. Guess what? Fuck you guys. We are going to be adding it where characters are still locked for an entire season. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is the only character you can acquire now. Fuck you guys. If they were greedy, do you think they would give a shit? You think they would be like, you know what? The community has been talking about how the characters are too much time to be able to acquire for free to play. Fuck them. Like, no, they changed the whole thing just because we talked about it. Now, the star collection system unfortunately needs to change on top of it, but they're listening. They know that they need to have some of this stuff changed, but they might not know everything, which is why we have to voice it. Sorry for going on that tangent. I know that we're already 30 minutes in. We'll read a couple more comments and we'll be done. Again, I see this again over and over again. I don't think it's greed. If it was greed, they would be locking the skins to the fucking summons, dude. They would be locking like what's like another thing. They would be locking supporters to gems, you know? Like they don't have it where it's like that. I'm on 70 because I'm low on Zenny. Actually, they give 100 now and rarely 600 to level up. Give a chance to get the season 1 characters that I missed out on a change. Is that too much to ask? Yep. That is very true. I think he means like, oh, he wants it to be like 66, 68. I don't know, but 611. I'm not too sure. It's BS. I just realized today I was looking at the star collection, blew my mind. Our only way was to spend money on gems, and now I can't get them without gems. They need to do something about this. Yeah. Spit your fist. Yeah, I'm not. I don't remember what was under that. It's not just about the free-to-play guys. It's against everyone who isn't at least a high spender. Even on top of that, like, dude, no one is fucking paying $20 to do the gems increase. That's just, that part is greed. You could say it's greed. I think that's more. No, I was gonna say it was an oversight, but no. I don't know what they were thinking having it where it was like 500 gems to do a character upgrade after a certain time. Just allow people to get star points some other way and stop shitting on the free-to-play players, keeping the game alive. Bandai, so true. This part was so fucking funny to me, dude. People are actually defending the star collection system, dude. Yeah, dude. Look at this. Look at this shill. SMH. Again, another person defending this shit. Like, it's so funny to me. This part was the funniest part too. Look at this. Where was it? That I was like, was it the other comment? There was someone who was like, why are you even, oh yeah, right here. You already have every character and even said you bought all the characters. So why are you even complaining? Guys, I shouldn't care about free-to-play players. If you're a free-to-play watcher, fuck you. That shit made me laugh, dude. Current system encourages people to keep making, yep. And that's the stupidest shit ever that it's like that. But it is. It's a thing that exists now. Like, I actually just get, like, just deep depression reading that comment, man. I think that's basically all the comments we can go ahead and talk about. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and link the Discord server as well as the submitted game feedback section. So remember, check the submitted game feedback section first. If you don't see anything, then go ahead and use the command to submit the feedback. But we'll go ahead and stop there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great week. See you guys in the next one. Peace.